Hello and welcome to BitBoy Crypto. I am your host, BitBoy. Today we are going to be talking about ZCash, kind of some crazy stuff that happened in the beginning, and talk about what maybe separates it from some different other privacy coins. So, if this is your first time watching one of our videos, make sure that you go ahead and click the subscribe button, hit the bell for notifications. That way you get notified when we have new content, and as always, smash the like button. That helps us to be able to share the video to more people and to grow the channel. If you do become a member of the Bit Squad, which is what we call our community, you have the opportunity to win $150 in Bitcoin this month, along with a couple shirts from my merch store. All you got to do, be a subscriber, like and comment on this video, and some other videos. You can get that description down below. We're also doing a contest in our Telegram group, so head on over to our Telegram group. The link is below. All you got to do, tell me what you think Bitcoin will be at on midnight on Saturday in US dollar value on coinmarketcap.com, and the two closest winners will win either a shirt or a hat from my store, but you got to do it in the Telegram group, so make sure you join. The link is below. All right, guys, so jumping into ZCash here, I have the chart pulled up on coinmarketcap.com. As you guys can see, it's coming in at number 21. It is a privacy coin. So obviously what privacy coins are doing are trying to cloak transactions so that no one can tell who is sending and who is receiving. So if you look at something like Bitcoin, it originally was hopefully going to be private, but unfortunately it's not private anymore and can be traced through IP addresses. And kind of the way that it's explained is that with Bitcoin, if you want me to send you money and I know who you are, I can take your public address and I can match that to your name, and all of a sudden now I know that that is your public address and that is your name attached to it. However, with ZCash, it does things a little bit differently. So the transactions are encrypted and you can't tell who you are sending it to. There's nothing like a public address where you can link a ZCash transaction with a person. So we'll get into that just a little bit. As you guys can see right now, it is coming in at number 21 on coinmarketcap.com. Dogecoin just knocked it out. So I don't know if that will be, I don't know if that's something that will last for a long time, but I think ZCash has a lot of positive news as Coinbase is considering putting it on. Of course, Gemini also said it was going on there. So, you know, I don't know what the future of ZCash is. I don't know where it's going to fall in the rankings, but let's take a deeper look. It is a coin, so it is mineable at the current moment. And mining is really a big deal with ZCash. As recently as June, people were saying that mining ZCash was actually 4 times more profitable than mining Bitcoin. So there was a lot in the mining community excited about ZCash. As I'm not really a miner, I can't comment too much more, but we will talk about a little bit of the mining here in a second. So the market cap is $570 million. Currently at the moment, it's coming in at 120 US dollars. And the circulating supply is 4.7 million ZCash. Even though it doesn't say the max supply here, I believe the max supply is supposed to be 21 million, but maybe that's not right. That's interesting. So as you look here at the ZCash chart, it looks, if you were to cut off the side of the screen from here to the left, it looks pretty normal. It matches pretty much what we've seen with all of the other coins. However, if you look far over here on the left-hand side, you will see that when it debuted in October of 2016, it went absolutely bonkers. So if you look at the prices, it is actually insane. The peak right after it debuted was $5,284. Now, you also have to remember that at this time, Bitcoin was somewhere, I don't know exactly where it was, but it was not very high. It wasn't in the thousands. That had not even been thought about. It probably was in the $600 range, somewhere around there. But Bitcoin was not worth nearly the same thing that ZCash was when it first came out. And we'll look at why this happened here in a second. But as you can see, as soon as it debuted in October, it jumped up to 52. And then by, let's see here, within a couple of days, it was down around $540. It peaked again, but then it went kind of settled somewhere around the $200 mark after a couple of weeks. And, you know, it's really crazy, the beginnings of this. And you can see the market cap continue to rise. But if we zoom back out and look, that will put all of this a little more into perspective. So right now, around $120 is actually lower than it was when it debuted. And even after it crashed on the debut, it still is pretty low. It did get in the recent bull run. It got up to $876. So it was doing pretty well. So why did this happen? Well, first of all, I feel like I have to address, there are some conspiracy theories out there about ZCash. One is that basically like the Rothschilds and all of the rich Illuminati people in the world, that they were behind this. I think that's kind of been disproven at this point. There was also another theory that NVIDIA, the video card, the graphic card company, was actually behind this as well. And I feel like that's also been disproven. In all the research I've done, I can't find any credibility to either one of those accusations. But I felt like I should need to mention it because, as we'll look at the beginning, it was pretty crazy. So here it says ZCash launch breaks record. So basically what happened is that when this project got listed on Poloniex, people were going absolutely insane about it. So it says right here, during price discovery, let me zoom in here so you can read a little better. During price discovery, the Poloniex market maker lured miners in with some astronomical orders as high as 2,500 Bitcoins per Zcash. You want to talk about people getting wrecked? What if you paid 200 or 2,500 Bitcoins for a Zcash? That is the very definition of wrecked. So here it says, the strategy often sets Poloniex apart from other altcoin exchanges, attracting most of the liquidity and solidifying their position as the dominant market movers. Within the first few hours of price discovery, traders played a dangerous game of musical chairs, chasing prices that were ranging in the hundreds of Bitcoins per Zcash, and eventually the market crashed, likely leaving a trail of carnage for bag holders. So that's absolutely insane what happened when this debuted. I wish I was a little more interested in crypto at that point, because that must have been one of the most interesting things to be a part of. Now, of course, not getting wrecked on, that would have sucked. But that is a little bit about what happened at the beginning, and Zcash really made some waves. But, you know, the price crashed to probably about what it should have been at the time. So, okay, let's actually move to Zcash, the website. The website is z.cash. So it says internet money, Bitcoin and most cryptocurrencies expose your entire payment history to the public. Zcash is the first open permissionless cryptocurrency that can fully protect the privacy of transactions using zero-knowledge cryptography. So what is it? It is a decentralized and open source cryptocurrency that provides strong privacy protections. And then this is really the key. The Z shield is what protects the transactions. Shielded transactions hide the sender, recipient, and value on the blockchain. If Bitcoin is like HTTP for money, I think this is really cool. Zcash is a HTTPS, a secure transport layer. So if you've ever used the internet, as of recently, as of over the last couple of years, most websites now require you to have an HTTPS website. It's more secure, as an extra security protocol layer. And basically what that means, when I said websites are forcing places to use it, like Stripe. I work with Stripe for my merch store. Stripe will not allow you to take transactions on your website unless it's HTTPS secured. So that is what Zcash is trying to be, really an extra layer. So better blockchain technology, fungible cryptocurrency, which basically means that everything, all the different coins are equally interchangeable. A non-fungible token would be one where the actual tokens themselves are not interchangeable among each other. Enabling new applications, Zcash is pioneering the use of zero-knowledge proofs, applying cutting-edge cryptography to blockchain technology, and then upholding confidentiality. So who is behind Zcash? The science advisors and engineers of ZECC developed and launched the Zcash protocol. This includes all of the authors of the Zero Cash protocol, most of the creators of the Zero Coin protocol, and leading researchers of ZK Snarks themselves. I'm not even sure who that is or what that is. Of course, you can find their community on Twitter. They have a forum, they have a dev chat, and things like that. So one of the ways that the Z Shield actually works is they have what are called T addresses, which means that when you use the shield, when your transaction becomes anonymous through the shielding, the address is going to start with a T, and that is basically a protective layer on the address to be able to hide the actual address that the currency is moving to. So, you know, when it comes to privacy coins, there really isn't a lot to them because they're not trying to do anything other than be a currency. So as you guys can see, the website doesn't have a ton of information on it. Now, most websites we visit are super, super long, and they've got all kinds of different information about the application layers that they have, whereas Zcash doesn't have that. Neither does Monero. Neither does a lot of other privacy coins, because their sole purpose is to be able to transfer value from one party to another, one peer to another peer, without that being broadcasted to the entire world. So Zcash is doing that, but what separates Zcash from the other privacy coins is the method by which they do that through the Z Shield. Like with Dash, they have what is called private send. With Enigma, they have what are called secret contracts. With Monero, they have what is called the ring system. So with Zcash, this Z Shield, the shielded transactions are actually going to be the thing that separates them from the other privacy coins. So as you guys know, I can't really get too much into the technical details of all that, because if I knew how to do that, I would be a cryptographer and I would probably be doing something different with my life other than sitting in here in front of a camera in my office making YouTube videos. So anyways, guys, that is pretty much all I've got for Zcash. If you have any questions or comments, please drop it below. If you're a fan of Zcash and you feel like you would like to add some value that maybe I missed, please drop that comment below as well. And most of all, if you got wrecked when it first debuted, I would love to hear from you. That would be super interesting. So anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. Become a part of the Bit Squad. Hit the subscribe button. Until next time, BitBoy out.